On behalf of Deutsche Bank, I am delighted to welcome you here today to our Canary Wharf office for the second of our We in Social Tech demo events. I am Amy Harris, which I hope will come. There we go. Corporate Social Responsibility Manager here at the bank and lead on the We in Social Tech programme internally. Before I kick off, if you do hear a fire alarm, there's nothing planned, so please follow the exits as you see them. This evening is a celebration of the fantastic Cohort 2 ventures, having their achievements on the past 6 months and what the next steps look like for them. And at this point, I would just like to ask the cohort to stand and we just give them a warm round of applause before they present this evening. Thank you. I know you've been working really hard together in pitching workshops, refining your talks and asks for Beyond the Accelerator. Alongside Cohort 2, I'm also really pleased to welcome 20 of Cohort 3 who are also here this evening. And if you could also stand and give the rest of the room a wave so we know who you are. Congratulations on getting to the stage. You will mark the third of our cohorts and Deutsche Bank's support of 60 ventures since the programme began. The programme's impact is already exceeding expectations, helping to create 16 new jobs, moving 5 ventures from idea stage to incorporated businesses, and even securing partnership with Deutsche Bank's HR division for one of the platforms. And if you haven't stood up, that means you're probably here because you have an interest in startups, the social technology world, and so if you're able to meet any needs of the businesses this evening or introduce them to any of your network, please do so. Between the devastating fires in Australia and the tensions in the Middle East in the new year, it has brought fresh concerns for causes within the world. But you don't have to look far to find reason to have optimism for the year ahead. Through the Made for Good social enterprise programme, Deutsche Bank supports enterprises that are driving positive change in societies around the world, creating hope for communities where life can often be a real daily struggle. By continuing to shine a light on these ventures, such as the ambitious female-founded ones that we have here this evening, Deutsche Bank is dedicated to helping social entrepreneurs through increased access to networks, funding support, and skills development. Before I hand over to the main stars of this evening, I'd like to say a few quick thank yous. Firstly, to the businesses for your commitment and ongoing support and help in shaping the accelerator to support future female founders who will be walking in your footsteps very soon. To the Deutsche Bank employees and external experts who are joining us this evening, the hundreds of hours and unique mix of skills that you bring to this cohorts are vital in growing their businesses each and every day. A huge thank you to Ghislaine, our programme spokesperson, who's a continued source of inspiration and expert knowledge. And finally, to our programme partner, NWES, and the brilliant Lana, who's standing here. The programme really wouldn't be the same without you. Please, everyone, join us afterwards for all-important refreshments and more networking. And I will now hand you over to Ghislaine Boddington, who is the founder of Women Shift Digital, creative director of creative design collective Body Data Space, and We in Social Tech spokesperson, and she will take you through this evening's proceedings.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Thank you for such a great welcome, Amy, from the Deutsche Bank side, and thanks to everybody for coming tonight. In whatever mode you're in, whatever reason you're here, as Amy was pointing out, there's quite a lot of different layers. So we launched We in Social Tech here in this room, actually, in November 2018. And we launched it with a discussion about the positive blending of value and values. And we were looking a lot at this within business and actually what there is that possibly can actually start to integrate these two things into the business sector. And founded by women and using technology for social impact in today's world. Tech that can support, help and extend opportunities for many areas and issues in society needing attention. So today, Cohort 2 are going to be sharing with us where they have reached after 6 short and very intensive months of inputs from experts and mentors of all types. And here we have the final outputs from the We in Social Tech programme of valuable and meaningful businesses from Cohort 2. It takes passion and commitment to create a social business, to push forward in the business world your strong beliefs and passions, to actually tackle social needs and issues from the base of a business side, and yet during that to enable change and to enable widened access and opportunity for many people to gain more in this digital time, and particularly needed in this complex age. We in Social Tech aims to help the co-founders to face these challenges, to enable brilliant women underrepresented in the founding sector of tech startups to gain confidence and skills needed to advance and achieve equally and alongside their male peers. We in Social Tech is open to new business models that can encourage excellence in entrepreneurship and yet also solve and fulfill some of today's societal needs. So today we're gathered here and everybody in this room is in a way working with these two things I'm talking about, value and values, and how we integrate these two together. And what I love about these meetups, and we have 3 or 4 events here in each cohort, is the diversity of people in the room. People are coming from all different backgrounds, all different cultures, all different educational scenarios from all over the world. I bet if we did a country count now from where you were all born, it'd be probably 40 or 50 places, yeah? And I think that is the key to actually how we move forward onwards, because it's through collaboration in diversity and diversity in collaboration that we are going to have the new innovations of the future. It's through those groups of people like here coming together and sharing, mentoring, working together, co-founding businesses, crossing over, investing in, supporting from diverse places that the new ideas will come forward, not through the same groups of us all patting each other on the back and doing the same things as we always have. So let's enjoy today to see these diverse businesses coming forward. And let's hear now from the Cohort 2 and enjoy the rest of the evening. Let's get going. So the structure is going to be, we're going to have 8 demo inputs from 8 of the companies, one after the other, dynamically fast. And then we're going to have a short break, but short input from Andrew Wilson, who is the Director of Operations for NWES. So, and that gives us a tiny little break in the middle. Then we have the next 8 coming in, demos coming up here and talking about their companies. And then, as Amy mentioned, the networking happens outside. And as Amy mentioned, this is a very important point, part of the whole evening. So, but let's move forward. We're going to start off with NTIC, and I'm going to call up here now. Let's move to the right slide for you. NTIC, I'm going to call up here Raluca and Iris, who are going to present together. There we are. There we are, Iris. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Have you seen the recent news that Amazon has developed an AI recruitment tool, but turns out to be biased? Apple Card has also been investigated for gender bias for issuing biased credit cards. So we are strong advocates to equal opportunities and diversity. But the society has become more divided because of these computer decisions. And on the other hand, companies have been spending a lot of time and effort investing in this technology that they couldn't use. So we are on a mission to tackle algorithmic bias. So my co-founder, Raluca, who is a data scientist with more than 10 years experience working with a variety of corporate clients, whereas myself, originally from the finance background, has spent my last 6 years building a successful startup. Christina is also a data scientist in our team who comes from a postdoc neuroscientist background from Stanford University. And then I'll hand over to Raluca to talk more about the software we're building.
Our clients want to use the richest data and the deepest algorithms, but it is difficult for them to do so because it's hard to explain these algorithms and it's hard to guarantee that they are bias-free. The vision for our product is to tackle bias and mitigate its source at every single stage in the machine learning process. We are building a product to cater to both technical audiences and commercial teams by providing insights into the fairness of their algorithms and metrics to monitor them. There are many use cases, but our focus to begin with is on lending and insurance. We have a simple subscription-based business model. To date, we have many achievements. However, in the near future, we want to focus on a crowdfunding campaign. If you are interested in what we do, please come talk to us afterwards. Thank you.
Thank you. Very important, this algorithmic bias, I think very important for all of us. Thank you. So now I'm going to call up Lucy to come and talk about Globe Fox Health.
Hi everybody, I'm Lucy Wills, founder of Globe Fox Health. And with my partners and advisory team, I'm researching and developing people-centered health for complex health issues and disabilities that might otherwise get left behind. Our health systems struggle with these kind of health conditions. And I discovered this the hard way. I'm one of the 75,000 people in the UK with hypermobility syndromes, Ehlers-Danlos syndromes, or one of the Marfan connective tissue disorders. But the scale of this systemic problem has yet to be fully recognized and mapped. So we're using our enterprise research and UX design experience to put people at the center of healthcare, to find out what huge social and economic benefits we can bring to individuals and societies. Reaching these populations globally is a multi-billion pound business, and we're at the forefront of it. So it's been really good. Through the We in Social Tech program, with all of the support, we've been able to actually build a working prototype. We've just had our first users test. And we've also co-designed a pilot health management product with specifically tailored for high-achieving people. We've also created a roadmap and research plan that Innovate UK, University of Antwerp, and Chelsea and Westminster Hospital have all been really behind, and we're going to work with them in the future. To scale our operations, we now need £150,000 investment, more collaborators for our £2 million plus research bid. And I also would like to invite you in either participating or joining with us to build products, coalitions, and the partnerships that we'll need to help everybody thrive, including you. So thank you again to the programme, and thank you again to my cohort. Wouldn't have done it without you. And I'm Lucy, and I look forward to speaking with you afterwards. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucy. And now we move on to Goodstead. Oh, I've gone and put your first slide up there. I'll leave it for you to do. Celine, come and join us. As you can see, we're going through the list that you've got on your chairs or hopefully on your laps. Now I can see some of you already writing notes in the special box that's been left for you to put notes. So great.
Hi, my name is Celine, and I'm the founder of Goodstead. Did you know that access to talent was the critical issue affecting most social startups and scale-ups last year? Meanwhile, there are 11 million employees in the UK who receive days off to volunteer, but only 15% participate. Research shows that employees would like to use their skills and expertise for volunteering, but it's time-consuming for companies to manage these programs internally. This is where we come in. Goodstead helps companies effectively use their human resource for social impact. By doing this, we also help them increase employee satisfaction, brand exposure, and contribute to skill development. Here's how it works. Anne, the founder of a social enterprise, needed help with our marketing strategy. Kate and her colleagues matched with Anne on Goodstead and volunteered their skills, which helped her better position herself in the market and reach more beneficiaries. We not only connect, but also help report on the value and impact of support, so that companies who engage in volunteering can easily add these activities to their non-financial reports. So what is our business model? We charge companies an affordable annual membership fee for the use of the platform. Since we joined We in Social Tech, we have launched our beta platform for testing and iteration and established key partnerships to grow our network of impact initiatives. Our mentors really helped us build our pitch and improve our revenue model. We're now inviting companies and employees to join us to grow our community of skilled volunteers. So if you know anyone who could be interested in getting their company signed up, please share Goodstead with them. Finally, we're closing our 100K seed round in February. So if you're an investor or if you know any investors who would be interested in being a part of this opportunity, we'd love to connect. My name is Celine and my company is Goodstead. I look forward to meeting you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Celine. And now we have Griffin Occupational Therapy. I'd like to invite Kim to come and talk to us. There we are. Griffin OT.
Hi, I'm Kim Griffin from Griffin Occupational Therapy. Occupational therapists are health professionals. We are the experts in activity and participation. We help children with activities like handwriting, dressing, and riding a bike. We also help children who might have sensory difficulties, such as those with autism. My aim is to ensure that all adults supporting children who might have difficulties with these skills have immediate access to affordable occupational therapy expertise. I want to teach them how they can help their children, and I'm achieving this through online training and programs. Griffin OT started as an idea in 2017 when I piloted my first course. Going into 2020, I now have 8 courses available for families and schools to purchase. But I realized I made a very, very, very common mistake. Whilst I focused a lot of energy and effort on my courses, I really didn't consider my customers or my routes to market very well. We in Social Tech has been an integral part in correcting this error. My mentors and Lana have been really patient in looking at my data and posing really fabulous questions to make me look at this. And now going into 2020, I have a really solid plan and understanding of my customer acquisition and my potential routes to market. Griffin OT is growing up. This year, I want to help even more children. However, to do this, I need continued business support and strategic guidance, as despite learning an awful lot already, I am still an occupational therapist at heart. This is why I'm creating a board of 3 non-executive directors to help guide Griffin OT through 2020 and beyond. If you are interested or you know anyone who might be interested in serving on the board, please see me afterwards, or you can email me kim@griffinot.com for a recruitment pack. Thank you.
Very special. So, fast forward, Imply Limited. Where's the zapper? And we've got Sybil coming to talk to us about Imply.
Thank you, Ghislaine. I am Sybil. I'm the co-founder of Imply. Can you imagine that every year between 20 and 40,000 people die due to mismedication, leaving a huge gap for optimizing patients' records? And that's why we created Imply. We want to make people's lives safer and more convenient using implantable technology and developing user-friendly software. We focus on high quality and safety, empowering our users with strong data policy and ethical values. Over the last 6 months, we've received an incredible support from both We in Social Tech, our incredible mentors, and the rest of the cohort. Thanks to them, we've been able to grow our team from a sole founder to co-founder to hiring our first team members and create an advisory board. Through hard work and determination, we have launched our first product and created our first revenue. Imply Caspian is now live and allows you to hold your medical information thanks to a very small implantable device the size of a grain of rice and to stay safe. On Christmas Day, our app developer made the best Christmas gift ever and allowed us to launch our first app on the App Store, on the Google Store, sorry. So please download it, create your account. We did not stop there, as we successfully submitted our first grant to develop even more innovative subdermal implants. The last 6 months have been absolutely incredible, but now we need to look at 2020 and be even more amazing. For that, we need you. So if our story inspired you, please download our app. It's available on the Google Store under Imply app, pretty easy. The iPhone version will be available by the end of the month. Please follow us on social media. You have all our contacts over there. This will allow you also to know when we are launched. And please fill out our survey. We are launching a market research. We need 200 more responses. And if you have any skills or interest, or know anybody who has skills and interest in our technology, please come and talk to me after the presentation. I'm Sybil from Imply. Thank you very much for your attention.
Very exciting innovations, moving fast into this world. So, and actually now we're going to move on to La Papo, and I'd love Annika to come and join me and to tell us all about her work with La Papo Special Needs. Yeah, here we are, Annika.
Thank you very much. Hello, I'm Annika. After years of working as a special needs teacher, I noticed caring for a child with special needs can be challenging. You're a parent, you get a notice, your child has autism. Where do you go for support? What products do you find? Who do you speak to? This is where La Papo comes in. Caring for a child with special needs is 3 times more expensive than a typically developing child. 82% of parents have reported feeling stigmatized because of their child, and there's increasing pressure on the government. Our solution is La Papo. We combine a marketplace of special needs products with a community of support. Since launching in April 2019, we've had increasing website visits, increasing customers, and over 300 products on the website. We've also had a range of achievements, such as an Unlimited Award, being featured in Wolfram Forest Echo, and in MSD UK Innovation Challenge. I can't stress enough how supportive Women in Social Tech has been, from my mentors to Lana, to the amazing women that we work with. I've been able to raise a successful crowdfunding campaign, which was very hard. We've also got a second award from Unlimited and had amazing support from interns. Moving forward, I would like to build an advisory board, access to workspace, or introductions. So if you know any care homes, parent support groups, or respite centres, or anything related to parents with special needs children, I really appreciate speaking to you in the break. Thank you. My name is Annika, founder of La Papo. You can follow us on social media. Thank you.
Thank you, Annika. Now, here we are. We are going to Mamouk. Mamouk, I'm going to say Mamouk, Madeline. Here we are. Great, there we are.
Hello. Hi, everyone. My name is Madeline Petro, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Mamouk, and we are on a mission to bring sustainability and ethics into the fashion industry, because the environmental and social cost of our closets can no longer be ignored. The fashion industry is one of the single most polluting industries in the world, where in certain regions they say you can predict the it color of the season simply by looking at the color of the river. And in a recent study in the UK, 77% of leading UK retailers admitted that there was a likelihood of modern slavery in their supply chains today. But change is on the horizon. Searches for sustainable fashion grew 66% last year, and 65% of customers are willing to pay a premium for ethics. In fact, ethical spending grew 20%, reaching an £11 billion market in the UK. However, despite growing consumer desire to support ethical and sustainable brands, it can be extremely difficult to locate brands worth supporting, because the market is still young and fragmented and confusing to navigate. And that's where we come in. Because at Mamouk, we're building the ASOS of sustainable fashion. We seek out and vet the best in sustainable fashion, bringing nearly 100 independent labels together in one home so that our customers can find style that matches their values, while our partner brands can more effectively reach this growing target market. We operate on a streamlined commission-based model and have more than tripled our sales growth from year 1 to year 2, growing our family of brands from 20 to nearly 100. Since joining We in Social Tech, We've also built out an incredible team of advisors and directors, including Karen Anderson, who's here this evening, and Sai Sangeet Daswani, head of stylists, trend forecasting company, and Daniel Jenks, ex-vice president of ASOS USA. Today, we're looking for mission-aligned investors to join our journey to change the fashion industry so that we can launch the much-anticipated Impact Dashboard. So if you're curious about how we're building the next ASOS of sustainable fashion, what an Impact Dashboard is, or just want to talk sustainable style, please come find me after. Thank you very much.
Wonderful, sustainable fashion. Here we go. And actually now on to our last one before we invite Andrew up to say a few words. Mokta Serena.
Thank you, Glenn. Hi, everyone. Just gonna move this. So, how are you? Hope you're doing well. So I'm Serena, co-founder and CEO of Mokta. We have formed an online platform dedicated to digital and contemporary art. So I've got here with me a limited edition that we've created. So this is our very first product. I've got a sample to show you, and then you can also come and find us later. All right, here we go. So this is our first product we have created. You can see it as a print, but this is a sample. We've got the original, which are signed and numbered with us. And although it is a print, it has an augmented reality animation, which I'll be happy to show you afterwards. So at Mokta, we support artists working with technologies. We develop technologies in-house with smart contracts that can support artists creating and defining copyrights and earn from royalties on digital assets. And we also run events. We've been attending Art Basel in Miami, curating exhibitions. We're actually launching a new exhibition focusing on climate change. And we are also collaborating with international art fairs. We look to educate and produce groundbreaking research around what technology and art have been producing over the last few years, connecting industries, while galleries, organizations in the private and public sector, and also innovate through technologies. I'll be very interested to talk to you during the break, and if you have any knowledge around blockchain, AR technology, web development, and also app development, as we are building an app for the smart contracts and the browsing of the art, please come and talk to us in the afternoon. We also have our CTO here with us, and we will invite you all to see our exhibition soon upcoming. So check us out. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Serena. So as you can all see, we have an amazing range of businesses, and I'm sure you're all feeling like this is very different. It is a very different set of people coming in with very special ideas. And everybody's been giving very lovely feedback to we in social tech, but I think that we as a group spokesperson and others and the Deutsche Bank lot can equally say this is inspiring for us all to work with these cohorts of businesses that are coming through. So Andrew, can I invite you to come and join us? And to tell us a little bit more about NWES and NWES's involvement and how it's all been happening.
Certainly, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Ghislaine. Good evening, everyone. And yes, I just really want to echo what Ghislaine says, just sitting there and listening to the first lot of presentations. It reminds me of actually why I enjoy what I've been doing for the last 15 years, which is working with entrepreneurs, because you do get energy and inspiration from just the engagement that we have. So please humour me, because I know I'm a distraction from why we're really here. But over the next few minutes, what I'm going to do is just highlight some of the we in social tech impact details and take the opportunity to say a few thank yous as well. But first, really just some reflection on how have we got here. There is a need for the programme, which has been consistently shown by research that the government has undertaken and independent bodies such as the Federation of Small Businesses. There is undoubtedly women entrepreneurs are facing struggles and challenges and obstacles to overcome in the technology sector. It's probably actually best described by talking about the level of tech jobs employed by or that are filled by women in Europe, which is only at 7%. So there is a distinct lack of role models. But when you look at entrepreneurship, the challenges in raising finance are quite significant. And when you look at some of that research, it's quite shocking the level of venture capital that is provided to women entrepreneurs. Women entrepreneurship on a mainstream scale, there is a much lesser proportion of businesses run by women entrepreneurs. As an enterprise agency, NWIS, which has been going now for nearly 40 years, has run over the last decade a number of women entrepreneur focused programs, and consistently on the mainstream program engages more women than men. As a social enterprise ourselves, we have a commitment to make an impact in the communities that we work. And it's these backgrounds that have really led us to be interested in this program, which we've developed in conjunction with Deutsche Bank to address a lot of these challenges. We really would like to thank Deutsche Bank for their support on the program. Because without Amy and her team and the bank generally, we wouldn't be able to put on the impact that we've been able to make to date. We're delighted that Deutsche Bank chose to support the programme and that a lot of the employees who are here tonight act as mentors, and that there is the use of facilities like this to really showcase the talent that we have. But talking of impact, I just want to highlight probably a few more elements that haven't been said already. Since the programme started back in November 2018, there have been 53 workshops held for the cohorts to date. While some of that has been conventional business support in terms of marketing, sales, finance, some of it has been very specific about working with remote developers and developing pitches, as we're seeing some of the benefits tonight. So far, over 2,600 hours of support has been provided to the programme cohorts. £653,400 worth of finance has been raised by those businesses so far. And with investment that is already committed, that will rise to over £1 million. I think the success of the programme is told by those numbers. I too would like to thank Ghislaine for her work on the programme, and particularly Lana as one of my team, because I know she's integral in making this programme work. It's great to see that Cohort 3 is here, and the challenge for you is to make sure you make the most of the programme and that we have a successful demo day for you in about 6 months' time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrew. And here we go into the next half, the next date. I'm sorry, I get really overexcited because I really think there's some amazing stuff here, and I love this demo day, although I know it's not necessarily so lovable for you lot, but you're all doing great. Yeah, so here we go. The first person up in the second half is Bashak. I'm going to say all these names wrong. And it's Money Pot. Yeah, there we are. Great.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bashak, and I'm the founder of MoneyPot. Over 5 years ago, I quit my comfortable corporate job as mergers and acquisitions advisor in order to find meaning in what I do for a living. And during that time, we were being bombarded by negative news around high interest short-term loans and the overwhelming number of people using these very unfavorable means of financing. Surely there had to be a better way. In fact, there is an ancient method called saving clubs, already being used in many parts of the world, called different names but serve the same purpose, giving the underbanked the cash and economic power they need. Applying the same principles of community finance online, I created MoneyPot, a social microfinancing platform that makes short-term borrowing and saving simple. With MoneyPot, short-term saving and borrowing will become more accessible, affordable, and sustainable by simply utilizing the untapped financial resources within our communities. Founded just a year ago, with the support of We in Social Tech and our amazing mentors, we have been granted funding from EU Regional Development Fund and have been shortlisted for Financial Inclusion Award of FS Tech Awards 2020. And now we're looking forward to meeting more of you who can get involved in supporting us throughout our journey. I'm Başak, founder of MoneyPot. Thank you.
Excellent. And now for my pickle. So, Kat, can I invite you to come and join us and tell us about my pickle? Thank you.
Thanks, Glenn. Hi, everyone. My name's Kat, and I'm really passionate about helping people find support. So today I'm here to talk to you about my pickle, and I'd really love for you to get involved. Let's cut to the chase. Shit happens. You go online to try and find help, but you end up getting swamped by the results and you're getting dragged down rabbit holes. It just shouldn't be this difficult. So at My Pickle, we try and provide clarity and direction. And the way that we do this is we crowdsource knowledge of different services all across the UK and bring them to the one place. Here, it's a free website where you can filter and find exactly what you're looking for, whether that's peer support, a helpline, or anything else. The reason that we do this and that we're set up as a not-for-profit is because our social mission is really at the heart of what we do. We believe that no one should struggle alone, and that actually by coming together, we can help others through difficult times. So last year was actually our first year. It's just been me working by myself without funding, and with the support of with the We in Social Tech, we made lots of progress. So we're actually at over 1,000 listings. We've been shortlisted for a Digital Agenda Award recently, and I'm really excited about the future. The next step for us is to become sustainable. And the way that we want to do that is by raising sponsorship income. So my ask to you and how you can get involved is two ways. Firstly, if you know any organisations or individuals that might be interested in sponsoring, please help and make an introduction. And then secondly, please support our upcoming crowdfunder, which enables us to help to go to market. So again, my name's Kat. Thank you very much for your time.
Great, thank you, Kat. And now the Nurture Collective. So I'd like to invite Miriam to come and tell us about the Nurture Collective.
Hi, everybody. Hi, my name's Miriam and I'm the founder of Nurture Collective. Nurture Collective is an online platform for ethical children's clothing, toys and gifts. I have been inspired as a mother to bring together eco-friendly products all into one place to make it easier for you to shop more consciously for your kids. So how does this work and how do we do this? As you can see here on the screen, we have 16 different icons, which are all sustainable icons, and we validate every single brand that comes onto the platform by using this icon system as a guide. And also our shoppers can also shop with this guide as well, with their values in mind. The support that we have received, press the wrong button. The support that we have received from We in Social Tech has been absolutely amazing. It's really grown my confidence as a founder and helped us to define our business model. The progress we have made, well, the progress we've made is we've grown to over 30 brands on the platform, we've employed an intern and we've tripled our sales. Our next steps for 2020 is all about scaling, driving customers and driving sales. We also recognise as well that collaborating and partnerships is definitely part of our growth. So the end of January, we're launching a partnership where customers can send back their items which can be resold for pre-loved, making all of Nurture Collective products stay within the supply chain. I'm here today to ask if there's anybody in this room who has any access to finance or business support for business mentor support, and particularly in the e-commerce and fashion circular space. And my name's Miriam. My business is Nurture Collective, and if you ever need any ethical children clothing, toys or gifts, please make sure you come and see me because you won't be disappointed. And please follow us. I'm looking forward to connecting with you in the break, and we are nurturers. Thank you.
Very special. Great, thank you. Wonderful. So now, Pamojo Care. So I'm going to invite Maha to come up. There we are. Great. It's me looking in the wrong direction there, but here you are.
Hi everyone, my name is Maha and I'm the founder of Pamoja Care. So of London's nearly 1 million population aged 65 and over, 22% are from the Black, African, Asian ethnic minority communities, and between 24 to 50% of over 65s of Chinese, African, Caribbean, Pakistani or Bangladeshi origin report that they feel lonely. Another major problem in the care sector is that often when elderly dependents from the BAME community develop dementia, they may revert back to their native language, which becomes difficult to connect them with a care worker who can communicate with them in their language. So the solution that we're proposing at Pamoja Care is a care agency, a traditional care agency, but uses an app to connect care workers with adult dependents who come from the same cultural background, with the purpose of eliminating the language and cultural barriers that may come with care. Because at Pamoja Care, we believe that culture is a big part of people's lives, and so it should be part of their care too. So within the last 6 months of joining We in Social Tech, we started off with an idea, but not really a clear direction or business strategy. And since joining We in Social Tech, we've actually developed a business plan. We've got our pitch deck, and we've also entered a national competition where we came third place and has opened doors for us to receive investment. So if anyone here actually has any connections to the care sector, or, you know, whether it's in the professional sense or even has a relative who requires care and just wants to discuss this issue more, I'd love to talk to you, and you can follow our socials right there. Thank you.
Great. So now I'd like to actually invite Huda to come up and talk about quick click security.
Thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Huda and I am the CEO and founder of Quick Click Security. So we're an online marketplace centralising all security related jobs, events, training and know-how. We're basically a niche matchmaking service. So as a solicitor, I came from a very professional background. The security industry, however, is a very different story. So an essential part of every single business operation globally, yet suffers from a very poor reputation, and we aim to change this. In its simplest form, Quick Click Security is a recruitment tool, helping businesses to find the right candidates and helping job seekers access nationwide job and training opportunities. Ultimately, we hope that Quick Click will become the platform for everything security. Now, after almost 2 years of development, Quick Click Security launched last year in around August, and we already have over 1,000 users on the platform. Since launch, we've hired our since joining We in Social Tech, we've hired our first employee. We have 2 new interns on board. We have pitched in front of James Caan's investment den. We were invited and attended a social tech summit at St. James's Palace. We've had confirmation from LinkedIn that we'll be hosting our first Female in Security event in March this year for International Women's Day. And having had 3 meetings with the regulator in December, who I've been trying to get hold of for years, we've now been invited to participate in a Skills Gap Summit this year for industry leaders. So We in Social Tech, they have helped me so much as a sole founder. They've helped me build an incredible advisory board, some of whom are here today, and create a sustainable business model and get investment ready. Going forward, we are focused on getting investment, building a team and scaling. So obviously, if anybody knows anyone in security, please encourage them to register on the platform. If anyone's interested in getting involved in our next phase of growth, please come and speak to me. And thank you very much. My name is Huda and my business Quick Click Security.
Wonderful. So, Jolly, come and tell us about So Local Travel, yeah? Let's get the first slide there for you. There we are, great.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Jolly. I'm the founder of So Local. Is it coming? Sorry. Oh, sorry. That's my fault. So I hope you are not really counting me for the minutes. Thank you. Okay, now, so let's get started. Stop traveling. It sounds really harsh, right? But if I tell you this is the solution to save our planet, how many of you here are willing to do it? Okay, that's what I thought. That's because we humans, we are nomadic and we are born to explore. But seeing the world is actually disjoining it. So we must change the way we travel. And that's why So Local exists, to transform the way of tourism and transform it into a positive force for our future. And So Local is white labeled mobile solution businesses, and we design mobile solutions for destinations that enables travelers to make more sustainable choices easily. Sustainable travel is actually a very big market. It's fast growing, and you can see that it has huge potentials. But there's also very big gaps in the market. For policymakers, they are basically issuing certificates, and they are purely relying on the business to comply with them. And there are very few businesses actually motivated. Well, we have so many of them are just making the claim to make money. And for us as travelers, when we landed or when we arrived at a new destination, this is hugely confusing and fragmented. Although we want to do good, but it's very, very difficult for us to actually do it. And this is where we come in, and to try to bring the three parties together. With policymakers, we partner with the city and tourism board to make solutions that fit their own standards and needs. And this will award businesses to be sustainable and encourage more business to join us. And for travelers, this is more like having a certified sustainable companion in your pocket for them to be trying to making travel choices easily around their activities. Together, we will see a healthy ecosystem where tourism will contribute to a more bright future. And when we joined the social tech, we were actually a very different business. We used to work on social meetup for females, and we completely transformed thanks to me in social tech. And now we are partnering with Visit Britain and London partners to launch our first pilot in London, and we have a very capable team to do that. And we do need some help. If any of you know some sustainability experts who wants to join our advisory board to help us, please do come to talk to me. And some sustainable business we can partner with. My name's Jolly, and I'm the founder of So Local. Thank you so much for your attention. Cheers.
Thank you, Jolly. Thank you, that's great. And Kimberly, can I invite you up now to tell us about Turn? There we are. Put one forward, and then you're on.
Cool, thank you. Hello, I'm Kimberly, founder of Turn. We're turning organic pads and tampons into renewable energy and fertiliser. We aim to divert 200,000 tonnes of menstrual waste from landfill each year. We want to encourage the government to reassess the current classifications that are holding back the research and development needed to create a sustainable disposal for menstrual care products. We've also found that those seeking a sustainable alternative to our current products are stopped when they find that reusables don't fit into their current lifestyle. We want to educate about the benefits of organic products and the negative impacts of standard. The menstrual movement is beginning to break down stigmas, and people are starting to talk more openly about periods. At the same time, we're seeing catastrophic headlines such as those about the bushfires in Australia, reminding us that we face an imminent climate emergency. People are looking for positive action and direct change, and that is what Turn is bringing. Turn has gained a lot of traction over the last 6 months. We have developed a sustainable business model and registered as a community interest company. We built an advisory board of cross-industry experts, as well as formed partnerships with our commercial partners and academic researchers at Cranfield University. We've also defined our brand guidelines, allowing us to raise public awareness and launch our Instagram page. We've recorded a short film, which will be launched at the end of February. So if you follow us on social media, you'll be able to see that. I'd like to thank We in Social Tech, my mentors, and everyone who has helped me in this very short and intense journey. Our next steps are to carry out our lab trial at the end of February, which we need funding for, and to join our next accelerator program so that we can continue to grow quickly. If you can help us with any of those things or just want to know more about the technology we're using, then please come and talk to me afterwards. I'm Kimberly, founder of Turn.
Thank you. Wonderful. Great. And last but not least, Yodomo. Have I said that right now? Sophie, yeah. Please tell us all about your special ideas. Yeah.
Thank you. Hello. Yes, so it's Yodomo, which stands for You Do More. And at Yodomo, we're absolutely passionate about creative making. I'll move on, that's all right. We believe passionately that participating in creative activities is good for you. And it's not just us that says it. There's research that was put out last year by the BBC and UCL that demonstrated that even participating in a minimal amount of creative activity really boosts your well-being. And from a productivity perspective as well, it really boosts productivity. If you engage, you get into the flow, and then you get back to your desk and you're more productive as a result of getting away from digital sometimes. So what we've done is we've built a marketplace for crafting and making. It's a platform approach, and we're creating new revenue streams for artists and makers. And we're also meeting the growing demand for making itself. So if you go onto Instagram and look at the hashtag of the maker movement, you'll see that there are millions of people that are really engaging in these kinds of activities. We're doing this by filming high quality online courses, working with amazing producers. We send materials out to people through kits, and those kits have been featured in The Guardian and ES magazine. And increasingly, we're actually doing live experiences as well, working with artists and makers. Corporate spending on workplace wellness is growing all the time, and our experiences are being picked up by corporates as a result of this. And what we want to do going forward is to shift from a consumer proposition and focus more heavily on our B2B options, which should include a B2B product coming soon. We're already working with people like Ticketmaster and Innocent. 2020 will see us going into John Lewis Partners, and we're also speaking to a number of big management consultancies at the moment I can't mention. And there are many ways that you can support Yodomo. So I think obviously crowdfunding at the moment, a lot of people have been asking about investment, and that's just one way you can support. But equally, if you have contacts in HR departments, anyone who is a wellness manager, anyone who's engaged in a learning and development program in-house, would be really interested to speak to them. And also, on the nose, you can buy a kit for Valentine's Day. So if you know anyone who actually really likes engaging in making activities, do please buy a physical kit and an online course. We're at yodomo.co. I'm Sophie. Thanks.
Thank you, Sophie, and thank you, everybody. You've done it. You've done it. You can relax. Yes. So they've worked so hard, as you can imagine, leading up to this and getting something like 6 months' work. And some of them obviously started businesses before We in Social Tech into a 2-minute demo like this is not easy. So Cohort 3, we will be working with you very closely to enable this too. So don't panic. It comes, doesn't it? You must be really proud of yourselves. And I want to say again, and backing up Andrew equally, the inspirational side and the heartwarming side there is of actually hearing all of these ideas coming into fruition with all the passion and hard work there is behind them. There's this saying that is often used, if you can't see it, you can't be it. And actually this evening we've seen it. We've seen here women who are creating businesses to help solve topical and imperative social needs and issues. And we're looking at a whole range of things. It's like impossible to cover it all, but sustainable and ethical thinking and transformative thinking into businesses which have been led through new approaches to clothing, toys and gifts, to savings, to ways to travel, to algorithmic bias, which is a serious issue for us all, and online security, to volunteering, to domestic care and mental health, to special needs, to medical information personalizations, and also even into our health and well-being on the side of digital arts and the arts and crafts makers movement too. So thank you all, respect to you all, and good luck onwards. And I know we will encouraging you all to stay in touch loads with us. We have Slack groups going for the cohorts. If everyone knows what Slack is, Slack will continue. There will be continued opportunities to cross over and talk, and we'll invite you, of course, to all the events too. So cohort 2, stay in touch with us, stay in touch with each other. These networks are so valuable onwards. I can remember from my own early experiences, there's 3 or 4 people I'm still in touch with from when I was 23, 24, going through training courses, etc. And they're so valuable because I've known them so long. I can ask them anything. Yeah, there's no issue about like, oh, well, they're going to judge me, because you've known each other so long. And those are very, very valuable, those people, even though we're all doing really different things now, you know. So, and come and help us with cohort 3, of course. We need your support here for all of the cohort 3 lot starting, and in supporting We in Social Tech onwards, because we need to go forwards, and we must do so. So cohort 3, here we go. You're starting now. Good luck. And we look forward to your day like this in 6 months' time. So let's just move forward slightly to the next bit of the evening, which I'm sure everyone's very happily looking forward to. Quick thank you again to Deutsche Bank. None of this could happen without the Deutsche Bank support, and the Made in Good programme in general is amazing, actually, not just for We in Social Tech, yeah. To NWES for superb support around this programme, and I think obviously the long-term experience of NWES is very important here too. So, and to all of the rest of the people in their teams, and has been said many times, especially thanks to Lana, who has been amazing and I thoroughly enjoy working with as well. So that's great. So all the mentors, and I think quite a few of you are in the room, thank you. Thank everybody for the time they're putting in, the expertise, etc. Thanks to the technical team here for supporting us, and the video that is going to come through to us for everyone to be able to see properly their stuff. And please, can I just ask everyone to keep talking about We in Social Tech out there, because a lot of this is reliant on word of mouth, how we actually reach investors, how we reach support, how we reach the next sets of openness and access for the companies that are coming out. It's a dynamic energy which ripples out, and it can have a positive effect for everyone. So talk to everyone about it, mention it, and help us with social media, help us with any coverage we can get to make sure that everyone knows that these are very important, these new social businesses that can potentially help us change what is becoming a really complex world. And we won't even go into the details, because now we're going to have some nice networking rather than some depressing time. Networking, very important part of the evening. And this time, we've always reevaluating and moving forward, aren't we? We've managed to get coloured badges for you all. So if you have a red badge, you are cohort 2. So your badges should all be in red, yeah? So anyone with their writing in red is coming from cohort 2, so you can link up with them. Anyone who's got a green badge is actually our new cohort 3. So if the writing's in green, you're starting, they're the starters that are just coming to join us. And everyone else, Deutsche Bank, experts, mentors, all of us, that's the black normal type, yeah? So that might help a bit with networking. I'm always saying, when you're networking, one of the important things to do is, if you're talking to someone and you realise that actually they've got a link that might be very useful for someone else in the room that you know well, make sure you introduce them. So actually, it's not just about the talking, it's about the moving people around. So use it well. There's lots of lovely drinks out there. And we know this is a buzzy part of the evening. We have very successful networking with this event. So we're going to let you all move out, except for cohort 2. I'm going to hold in the room for your group photo, and we'll join you in a minute. Thank you very much, everyone. And thanks to you lot for wonderful presentations.